Yo, Bounce fam, it's been a minute. I haven't been on here in a while, so I hope you guys are all doing good. We want to talk about what we got in front of us today. Let me do it. Hold on. Let's open it up first. Let's open it up while we talk about how everyone's doing. Let the bag do the introduction right now. Boom. You guys see it? Here, let's bring it up to you guys. There it is. The Bounce Design Labs Nexus One. Tagline, simplicity defined. So, why do we call it the Nexus One? I feel like I'm going to go over everything with the bag, but a lot of you guys that are watching this video probably already know what it's all about. This has been kind of amped up and asked for multiple times, literally hundreds of times over in our group, going as far back as like 2 years, I think. People have been like, when are you going to release a smaller version of the Nexus? Or, you know, when are you guys going to release a one-panel pack, yada, yada, yada. Well, hey, here it is. Not only here it is, but tomorrow, tomorrow is, what's the date tomorrow? Hang on, referencing my phone. Tomorrow will be Saturday, March 21st, okay? So March 21st, tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, all right? We are going to drop the bag in the group. These are the two colors that I have right now. These are the first release of the bag. We've spent a lot of time perfecting it. They're limited. So, you know, things might go a little bit quickly. But let's get into the bag. So if you guys already know the Nexus, right, you guys will know that the Nexus basically we had a Velcro panel here. We had another panel over here that ran across. We had kind of a U-shaped pocket in the front. All of that gone. So this one here is a slick variant. Obviously, as you can tell, still works great with the Magnum patch system if you guys want to use that. What it does retain, you got your lash points right over here and the vertical pockets. What's different about the vertical pockets? Really not much. As you guys can see, you got your first vertical pocket here, or technically that'd be the second. And you got your, I guess the true first vertical pocket right over here. Now, if you guys look on the inside, we got ourselves the Admin MagPanel, all right? Now, if you guys are in the group tomorrow, this will be part of it, okay? This will be included. On the back, it has Velcro as well as magnets, and we have embedded the MagLink technology right in this pocket over here because we definitely wanted you guys to have the Admin MagPanel system working with it. So if you own an Admin MagPanel from a previous purchase, it'll work just fine. You just pop it in just like that. It's going to connect, right? You'll see it connect right over there. And you have easy access to everything. And we made it side mounted. So when you need to access your things, since the pocket is like this, just swing the bag around and you have easy access to everything. Obviously, you can use the pocket as you wish. MagLink technology will not get in your way. If you don't want to use MagLink technology, that's totally cool. You can just fill it up with whatever you normally would. All right. So getting into the bag, I'll just go with the black one right now. Really no big difference between these two other than the exterior color. So you guys are going to see this one over here. We're calling this one Night Shift. So this one features the Storm Shield Halo in the black colorway, and this one features it in the deep sea or navy blue colorway. And this one we're calling Starboard. Just so you guys know. All right. So when you open it up, this is probably where you're going to see the most changes. Obviously, it's a full clamshell like before with the other bag, but you're going to see that you have a smaller cavity here now. And this bag, we're rating it at 18 liters, right? So this bag's going to be 18 liters. You're going to see a smaller cavity over here, and then you're going to see a little bit of a split over here where you can actually, if you overfill this, right, intentionally designed, because we have a lot of overfillers in the group. Sometimes I'm an overfiller. So if you overfill this and you want to carry even more stuff, you, instead of having to like really push it down, you got a little bit of extra recess here, so it'll close up and all your stuff will still be kind of nice and secured in there. But getting into this main pocket or this main area right here, so you'll see a lot of changes from the original Nexus. You're going to see we have a pocket right over here, okay? You got your pocket right over here, all right? Then you do have your two vertical pockets over here, a little bit different than before, but they slide here and they slide here. Now your pockets here, you got a drop pocket right over here. So if you want to clip some pens or something else, clip it right here. It'll go into this drop pocket. And then you have a mesh drop pocket right over here. So anything you clip or drop inside of here, you'll be able to see it pretty easily. I'll just demonstrate with my phone so you guys can see kind of like the color, right? And it just shows, pops through. You can see easily what's in there. All right. Then you got a pocket right over here. Again, you got the mesh webbing, mesh netting over here. And now the pocket itself is dual pane. So when you pull this up, you have a pocket right there behind, which is a little bit, more hidden. And then you have one in front, easy access. Obviously, both are easy access, but at least you can see what's going on over here. I really, really like the way that we did this. I mean, we thought about it a lot, and we didn't want to put so many pockets because we know that the original bags do have a lot of pocketing in them, and people don't always use all the pockets, but this one's kind of a bit more freeform, but still organized, right? So this is kind of like the do-it-all bag. Take it to whatever you want to take it to. I know a lot of us carry tech these days, so now if you go over here, you guys are going to see we integrated the tech compartment right into the main compartment, right? And so the tech compartment, you got your room right here for a laptop, right? I personally use the 14-inch MacBook Pro, but it'll also fit with the 16-inch MacBook Pro. The 14-inch MacBook Pro just comes up to here. The 16-inch will go a little bit higher. You have the zipper over here, obviously, so you can store a little bit extra stuff back there if you want. And we also do have our lanyard over here with the key leash built into it. So if you wanted to hang keys or anything like that, you could do so. Obviously, this bag does have MagLink on it, so it will support the mag leash. For those of you guys that don't know, the mag leash is basically this key leash right over here, but it's got a magnet embedded on the other side, so you can just quickly take it out when you're done using it, magnet it right back to where it needs to go, and you're good to go. All right, so this you got over here. You guys are probably familiar with this pocket if you've owned any of our products before, but it's a really, really nice pocket on the inside. I usually like to keep that to keep a charger or some cables, something like that. That's going to go with my tech carry. That's personally how I use it. Your mileage may vary. In addition to that, there is another pocket right over here, and this will actually fit really nicely the 11-inch iPad Pro, or any like the iPad Air or anything like that. You could stuff a mini in there. There's obviously tablets from other brands. I really haven't used the Android ones, so to speak, but I'm sure most of those will fit in here as well. All right, so you got your tech compartment right over here. It's built in. For those of you guys that are new to the brand, you guys should know that we do suspend it. So you'll see a stitch line right over here, and obviously there's a bit of padding at the bottom too, but we put a stitch line over here so everything is suspended, so your laptop won't actually hit the bottom. It'll just go to this stitch line right over here. All right, and obviously this is already suspended because it's float mounted on top of the laptop area. So that is the inside of the Nexus One here. This one here is called, this fabric here is called the Discovery Mosaic. If you guys are already in our ecosystem, you already know. For those of you that are new to the company, this is called the Discovery Mosaic pattern on the inside, and that's the liner that we're using. Very, very premium stuff. Okay. You have YKK AquaGuard zippers on the outside, and then you have YKK reverse coil zippers on the inside. Just so you guys know. Very, very smooth. Both of them are pretty smooth. These are already pre-buttered zips, so they're very, very good. But we just wanted to go with that extra beefy on the outside in case you get caught in some rain. Stitching on the entire bag. So we use, the hydrophobic nylon stitching, which is kind of like, literally the highest end of thread that you can use to make bags like this, because one of the main failure points of bags when it comes to water ingress is not going to be from the zipper itself, but it's going to be from your stitching, right? Because it can obviously seep in. Now again, I should put a disclaimer out here. I'm not telling you guys to go swimming with the bag. I'm just letting you guys know the thread that we use, and it's more protecting from the elements than others. All right, so I'm going to close this one up over here. This compartment, I'm going to close it up. So the Nexus One, obviously we called it one because it's like one big main compartment, right? And let's close that up so we can show you guys the other stuff here. So while this here may look like it's another compartment, well, technically is, but normally in our Nexus bag, our laptop compartment would go here around the back. But what we've done here is we've incorporated Hydraway. So if you guys know, Hydraway is our hideaway water bottle solution. All right. And so basically what this allows you to do is it allows you to just throw a water bottle in here, right over here. And if it's slim enough, the water bottle, you can actually just close it up right on the water bottle. Or the reason we put this here is because when you have a larger water bottle and it's not going to close up in there, we still want to allow you guys to carry that water bottle so it'll just kind of stick out. I know that people have been asking me when they saw kind of the, I got a bunch of messages as soon as I posted it up, and they're like, oh, you didn't do water bottles? No way. And I'm like, no, the water bottles are there, but in past discussions, we've always talked about people really want like a minimalist bag that's kind of, you know, like it has all the features, but they're not all, you know, all like showing all over the place. So this here gives you that ultra sleek carry. And of course, on the other side, same thing. So you do have dual water bottle pocket retention. What I like to do, I mean, your mileage may vary, again, depending on my use case scenario. This pocket right here is really good for a couple things. Sometimes I'll carry a tripod in here, like one of those Ulanzi tripods, which are really, really cool, really like low profile, and it actually fits right in here. I can zip it right up, and that's really good for, like, you know, when I'm going somewhere and I want to use like one of my DJI cameras, or like the Pocket or something like that. So I usually use it for that. I told one of our members, shout out to Jay, I told one of our members that I would bring out my Peak Design tripod over here. So this one here is the Peak Design carbon fiber tripod. I don't know if you guys are carrying, or I don't know, Jay, if you're carrying yours in like this, or are you actually carrying it with this here? So I haven't obviously tested it here, but I think that you can, so it'll definitely fit, right? Like it'll fit if you wanted to carry it like that in the Hydraway pocket. It definitely fits, as you can see, and it doesn't really extend like over the area of the bag. And I'm pretty sure you could, if you wanted to use a case with it, you could probably get the case in there too, because there's, as you can see, there's ample room. So you guys just see, if I can fit this entire tripod in here, just imagine a water bottle you can put in here. And this is pretty secure, right? So like, here's me like, and this is a heavy tripod. So it's carbon fiber, but listen, it's still kind of heavy. Sorry, mine's unlocked. But you guys can see the tripod is opening up, but the tripod's not coming out of the, it's still in the pocket. So there's good compressibility in the pocket over there, and it keeps everything kind of in there, even when the bag is getting jostled around. I don't expect you guys to be flipping your bag upside down when you have stuff in it, but just kind of illustrating the point. All right, back panel. So let's go to the back panel. Let's check it out. Let me put it this way. Oh, actually, one thing. Sorry. I wanted to do this too, because I promised Jay that I would. So we got the Peak Design tripod, and here's the fit inside the bag. As you can see, I mean, it was literally a perfect fit. I don't think it's getting any better than that. And if you wanted to use it with the case on, again, a perfect fit. Again, you're not going to get any better than that. And just to make this video longer than it already is, let me just demonstrate that too. I swear I'm not going to be sitting here editing this video, and well, I'll edit it a little bit, but I'm not going to be over editing it, I guess, where I'm cutting and chopping stuff. But there is the fit of the Peak Design tripod inside the Nexus One. So as you can see, it's like literally a perfect fit. And if you want to look at it from the angle there, you got room to spare. All right. So there's that. Let me just wrap this back up again. All right. And let's go to the back. Now that we're in the back panel. So couple different features I want to show you guys here. A little bit aesthetic, but also there is a very good utilitarian feature here that I love. And that is this guy right over here. So one of the issues that we had with our previous bags was that, you know, we basically, like a lot of manufacturers do, we had these web loops that we put all over the bag, right? So that's cool and everything, but what happens is then your sternum strap is attached to one web loop, right? So then even if you have a removable sternum strap, it's like you got to take it out of one, and they're always kind of finicky to get out. So it's not like something that you're going to be able to do like on the fly, right? So we got this rail system over here. So this rail system basically allows this to move, this right here to move on the rail, right? So it moves on this track over here, or this rail rather, and it's very secure. So like I'm really trying to pull it, and it's very secure because it's into this actual like metal wire rail system. All right. So the way it basically works is when you put the bag on, you have this much expandability, right? And you can then figure out, like, do I need it down here? Do I need it here? Do I need it here? Wherever you need it, you basically line it up, both sides. You just line it up, okay? And let's say that's where it is. You got your fidlock buckle here. Boom. Just going to connect it and then cinch it down. You got strap keepers everywhere. Once it's ready to go, it's basically ready to go. All right? So that is this system over here, and I think you guys are going to love that. You're going to find it very, very useful. So we have buckles at the bottom over here, the quick release buckles, right? So purpose of the quick release buckle is really convenience factor, also a safety factor. If you ever really, needed to get out of somewhere in a pinch, boom, just clip them, release the bag falls off, but also, we can display it to you a lot easier. So first I want to display that up here, we used to use the same clip style buckles. So basically did these in our discovery pattern. These are the fidlocks in the discovery pattern up here, right? So we did these. Again, it's really an aesthetic thing because these are gonna function very similar to these. The only thing is, it's fidlock, so it's cool. It looks good. And then once you put the bag on, you just cinch this down, see where you want it, and you got strap keepers on it. You can clean it up and keep it how you want, right? All right. So getting this out of the way. You guys ask me all the time. You guys ask me, hey, what kind of a luggage compartment is it going to have? So to put everything to bed, vertical trolley mount on this. So it goes through here. You'll mount it standing up right on your trolley. So you have access to literally everything the bag offers. All the pockets, front pockets, vertical pockets, the main pocket, Hydraway bottle pockets, even this pocket. Every pocket you have access to. What is this pocket? Again, secret stash pocket, quick access pocket, whatever you guys want to call it. I like to call it the secret stash pocket, but basically you open it up, and this is where I like this, especially when I'm traveling. I want to keep all my important stuff here, right? If I'm not carrying a sling with me and all I got is my backpack, then I want to put like everything in here, like my wallet, if I'm not carrying my phone in my pocket for whatever reason, or I have like, an extra phone. Sometimes I do travel with a second phone that I like to use as like a hotspot or a personal phone, something like that. So depending on where I'm going, if I need that, that'll go in here. Passport, that kind of stuff. Any important stuff is going to go here because it's going to be closer to your person, and you're not going to have to worry about that. And again, this is pretty deep. Sorry, my Whoop band is getting stuck in here, but it goes all the way to the seam, and I'd say about here to like here. All right, so it's a pretty good amount of volume that you have over there that you can put stuff in. All right, so there you guys have it. That is the back of the bag. If you guys remember the other Nexus design, as of current, we did the air mesh panels like this, so nice and breathable. You still have room on the inside, airflow, everything is good. S-shaped straps on the bag, molded basically to the human anatomy because it's just, I think, the right way to do it. Very comfortable. So we have that there. I'm just going to plug these guys back in, and there you have it. That is the Nexus One backpack from us, Bounce Design Labs. And just for the sake of showing you this colorway also, even though it's exactly the same, I'll just kind of really quickly go through it with you guys. And as you guys can see, on the inside, everything is also the same. Colors are the same. We have just the exterior difference right here. So again, this one's going to be called Starboard. This one's going to be called Night Shift. All right. And these are the 2 packs that we have releasing tomorrow. These are going to drop at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I know someone's going to ask me, so let's just do a real quick measurement on the bag also. So I'll give you guys a real quick rough measurement on the bag. Like I said, we volume measured it to 18 liters, but if you guys want to take a look at the quick measurements at the bag, you're at about roughly 17.25 seam to seam here. Obviously, if you wanted to pull the handle out and include the handle a bit more, going across, if we want to go across, again, seam to seam on the way across, you're looking at just about 11 3/4 inches over here. And then as far as the depth measurement is concerned, which I probably would just measure the bottom to give you guys a more accurate depth measurement, we are looking at about under 6 inches. Call it 5 3/4 inches, I would say. Almost 6 inches. We can round it to, if you guys look at it here and I have it flattened out, then you guys will definitely get that 6 inches. But if it's just, you know, call it 6 inches. How about that? I have more accurate measurements from the factory. I'll post those somewhere. Those are like the exact measurements that they take from the inside and whatnot to kind of judge how much space is there. So I'll definitely post those as well. But this is just to give you guys an idea of what we're working with. All right. So 2 bags tomorrow. Oh, and I forgot to mention. So the price on this bag, very, very competitive, I'd like to say, for everything we're offering. So if you know that our Nexus 20-liter bag usually starts at about $3.99 now, depending on fabric and stuff, it'll go up from there, especially when we're running a pre-order or anything like that. But this one here is going to be $249, and the price may or may not go up once it finally hits the site, because something like this will become a core product, obviously. But for tomorrow, it's $249, and also for the Facebook group, the Admin MagPanel, again, color matched. You guys saw the black one in the other bag. You got this one over here is going to be, oh, I put it backwards, but it's going to be, and oh, the cool thing is it'll attach anyway, obviously, because it's a MagLink system. So just so you guys know, but it is going to be included in the purchase. So $249. All right, and we'll put this thing back in here. We'll close it up. And so yeah, which color are you guys going with? I'm kind of leaning this way for me personally. You know, that's the one I'm testing out. That I have been testing out for a while. I didn't want to obviously open up both of them because I just wanted to keep one for myself. But I went with this one, but this one looks equally as good. Yeah, hard decision. Whatever you guys want to go with. So you guys have it. Any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. And if you're not part of the Facebook group, please jump in the Facebook group. Very easy. Just find it on Facebook. Bounce Design Labs. It's a private group, so you have to request admission. But myself or one of the moderators, we're usually pretty good about getting people in pretty quickly. And we'll be on it tonight. All right. Thank you. And thanks for watching. See ya.